Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah from That Right Life. Thank you for joining me. This episode of the weekly vlog is kind of a smattering of things that happened this week. One of the major focuses is that I got a few short stories done, one in which was a submission for the anthology for DCW. If you're new here, that's Dublin Creative Writer Co-op of Ohio. It is a writing group that I'm in, and they are accepting anthology submissions. The anthology is Untold Stories. I'll link the information down below, and we also have a Kickstarter up, and hoping to pay the people who submit and get accepted. Right now, they've covered all of the publication costs, so that's great. For the 25 level, you get a copy of the paperback. So if you would like to support budding artists / writers, go ahead and click those description down below, and you can find some more information. So one of the things that I've started doing is creating a to-do list for things that I want accomplished in my writing. These are the items that I had on my list for March 19th for 2 weeks. No, for 1 week. Is that 1 week or 2 weeks? For 1 week. And not only did I get 5 chapters revised fully into the Alaskan Wild, I got the whole manuscript completely done, so that is fully off my list. I have not written for only his. I actually have 4 more hours, 3.5 more hours to get that done. I did update the covers for In These Mountains and Mountain Mamas, and I got their manuscripts done. I got a weekly vlog done, and that leaves me with quite a bit that I didn't accomplish. But you know what? I'm not too worried about this. I got one of my biggest projects right now done, which is the manuscript for Into the Alaskan Wild, so that I will be able to publish that soon. So while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and start my to-do list for tomorrow. It is actually Saturday, March 25th at 8:22 p.m. as you can see in the bottom of the screen. So I'm gonna just go ahead and update my list for next week. So today is Monday. It's not that far into the week, and I feel like it is literally the weekend already, and that just passed. But that's not the case. It's just starting. Today I went ahead and cleaned my car out because I needed to go do things out and about, and I was just like, might as well get it over with. Didn't really record any of it. It's not really noteworthy for writing. But today I was reading or trying to finish Barbara Kyle's Page Turner book. It is a book that we're talking about tomorrow night in my writing group, Dublin Creative Writers. And I'm not sure I like it. It's a type of book where the author is saying, if you do this, you're not a good writer. I hate books that are like that because, one, it's not true. There's varying levels of skill. And some of the things that she says, she's coming from a perspective of her own life, which fine, that's what we all do. That's what we put into everything, our writing, our life, how we interact with other people. But the sense that I get is she, having been an actress, develops her characters and looks at her characters from that manner. And the difference between a normal person looking at a character or developing a character and an actor or an actress developing a character is entirely different. Take for instance, Heath Ledger's Joker rendition. From one of the documentaries that I watched about that, or well, not about that particular, but the Heath Ledger as an actor was him showcasing the fact that, well, his father showcasing the fact that he spent 8 months inside of a hotel room developing the mind of the Joker, trying to get into the mind of the Joker. And that's an insane amount of time to get inside of a character. That is the method acting, fine. It does beautiful performances, but I don't think that writing a character and acting a character are the same thing. I just don't. They're method acting, you're sitting there and really deep diving into what this character, like you are learning every single thought and how that character would create its own worldview, its motivations, like, and then I know those things are important to a character. I don't leave them out in my own writing. But some of it is like you learn by how the characters react to certain situations. You adjust because of that. So yeah, that's just my little thought. There are aspects of the book I do like. She is talking about an outline for planning a book that I find interesting. She calls it storylining, and I'm gonna try it with my next novel, which is Blank Into the Blank for Running Rampant Book 3. I swear I'll announce it at some point, but I want to actually get done with the planning and stuff. NaNoWriMo is next month. It's literally the start of the next week. So I'm gonna be writing every day. And I'm gonna plan. Even if it's just a few thousand words a day or something. I put a goal of 15,000 words. And storylining, she describes it as telling yourself a story, obviously, and doing 15 to 30 pages, double spaced. So that's about 15,000 words, the 30 pages. Outlining everything that's going to happen in the story and their motivation for it, like the emotion of it. Very bare bones. You're not putting in scenery, you're not putting in any descriptions, you're not putting in how they react or dialogue, nothing but the actions of the story and the characters that are doing them. I find that fascinating, and that's what I'm going to try.
I'm in line waiting for the approval to go into a room where we're meeting up to discuss Barbara Kyle's storylining book, Page Turner. It's got a lot of nice tips and tricks, not really tricks, but tips and examples of what she's referring to. So if you're interested, it's a good book as a writer. Wolf Gone Wild by Jewel. Oh gosh, the sun ruined it. Alright, here you go. The Wolf Gone Wild by Juliet Cross. I'm fairly certain she is an indie author. But look at the graphics on this book. I'm so happy she has a whole series of this. I cannot wait to read it.